Hi everyone, and welcome back to Brains Are Beautiful. In today's episode, we're just going to give you an intro to inequalities, kind of what they are, how to use them, and just an overall perspective on them. So, you're probably asking, what is an inequality? And an inequality is basically just a comparison. So you're comparing at least one thing with another. So it's just a comparison. And we have several signs, different types of inequalities. And so maybe you've seen some of these in your math class. We have a less than, we have a greater than, we have a less than or equal to, and we have a greater than or equal to. Now I'm going to break down what each of these mean and try to give a little bit of an example of each type. And then if you go to my YouTube channel and a different video, I have examples on how to solve the different types of inequalities. All right, so as I already said, this is less than. And basically, to give you an example of that, we could say x is less than 3. And that's saying, let's say we made cookies, and we know we don't have 3 complete cookies, but we know we have less than 3. It could be 2, it could be 1, it could be 1.5. We don't really know, but we know it's not 3, and we know it's not as many as 3. That's where this sign comes in. So if you wanted to look at it on a number line, so here's 0, we're going to have 1, 2, here's 3, and so on, -1 and whatnot. Then we know we have an open circle at 3, because we're not including 3, but we know we have everything less than 3. So we're going to draw a line like that. Let me put that in red to emphasize it more. All right. And that's really all there is to it. All right, so our next one is greater than. Okay, and this is just x is greater than 3, just to use the same example. And so that's when we know something is not 3, but we know it's bigger than it. So maybe it's 4, maybe it's 500, maybe it's 3.0000001. Still not 3, it's just bigger than exactly 3. And so on a number line, here's our 0, -1, 1, 2, 3, and our graph, so to speak, is just going to be an open dot on 3, because we know it does not include 3.0. We know it's not the whole number itself, but it does include anything bigger than 3. Next we have less than or equal to. And to continue on using our 3's and our x's, this would be x is less than or equal to 3. So yeah, just what denotes the less than from the less than or equal to is that little line under the sign. So that means or equal to. And this is like the same thing as saying we have at most this number. So we have at most 3 cookies. Could be less than 3, but we know it includes the number 3. All right. So then if we draw this on a number line, here's our 0 and 1, 2, 3. And of course, negative numbers as well, and so on. This would just be a solid dot at 3 because we want to include 3. And then we draw all the way down the number line. It just goes on down. So x is less than or equal to 3. All right, and next we have greater than or equal to. And continuing on with our example of the 3's, we have x is greater than or equal to 3. So this is the same thing like in English when we say at least. We have at least 3. Could be more than 3, but we have at least 3 in this case. And on a number line, 0, 1, 2, 3, and -1. We have a closed circle because we want to include 3, but then we also know it could be more than 3 as well. All right, and I think that wraps up this video. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, check out my other videos, subscribe to the channel, add any comments or things you'd like to see in the future, and remember, brains are beautiful.